guys, welcome back to another barbecue edition. We are going to be doing chicken wings. Yay, chicken wings. Everybody loves chicken wings. So we've tried them before a bunch of times. They're always okay. And then I was at an event sometime. I was at this place and they had a bunch of smoked wings out, and I tried those and I realized that mine were terrible. So I was like, I've got to get it better. And so I've been playing around and I think I finally got something that's good that you'll enjoy. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I've got 3 packs of wings here. I'm going to show you how I cut them because they're whole wings. And so I'll show you how to do that. There's a little trick with that. And then we'll brine them. They go into a brine for a little bit, season, smoke, finish them. I'll walk you through the whole process. So real quick, just taking a chicken wing, you've got this little part that we're going to throw away, the wing part and the little drumette on there. So to cut these, the easiest thing is to go straight down. So if you take the little wing part and the leg, it goes straight down from there. You cut through that knuckle, and then the same thing, take the leg part now and come straight down the leg part, and you can slice right through. And then that gives you your 2 pieces. So again, straight down right there, and then on the leg, come down, straight down right there, and you can get right through the joint and separate those out. Like I said, you'll throw these away and go. So I'm gonna chop all these up, then we'll come back, I'll show you how to mix up the brine, what that's made of, and we'll get them going from there. Okay, we've got all these chopped up. It's about 3 packs worth, so we're gonna make a brine. So these wings have gotta sit and soak for at least 4 hours. You can do it overnight, but you wanna give them some good brine time to get that flavor into it. And the brine is basically beer, Italian dressing, salt, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, can't say it. And then this awesome stuff, Dave's Insanity sauce, which is super high potent stuff. I get this from Fire and Smoke Sauces. My buddy Joe in Utah, it's got an online store, but really good stuff. So a little bit of that. So we're going to, for this amount of wings, it's going to take about 2.5 bottles of beer. And I'm just grabbing stuff in my fridge. Got some Yuengling, and this is Estrella Jalisco, which is a Mexican beer. Pretty good, pretty mild, not super strong. That's probably good. You gotta save you some. Then a thing of Italian dressing, maybe. Alright, get that in there. And then it's going to be about 1/2 cup of kosher salt. Fizzle up. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And make this a good heaping. The measuring cup just broke. Alright, you're going to do about 2 teaspoons of this. This stuff is, like I said, potent stuff. And what this is going to do is it's going to give some heat. Some heat to it without having to actually sauce the wings after. Now you can still sauce them after, but 2 tablespoons of that. And then, or teaspoons, I'm sorry. And that really is just a taste, however hot you like your wings. I mean, you don't even have to put it in there if you don't want to, but you could just use like Frank's or something if you want something mild. About a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. All right. And then I'm gonna mix that up. And that's going to be the brine, and that sugar, salt is going to kind of brine those wings with the beer and that hot sauce. You can see it's got that red tint. This stuff is awesome, and it's going to add some pretty good spice to them, give some heat to those wings. And like I said, you can adjust that, or use whatever hot sauce you want. But all right, so then we just take some Ziploc bags. We'll load the wings up in here, pour that in there, and just set it in the fridge. Let it sit, get all the air out so it can really absorb it. And like I said, you can leave that in there. I try to get at least 4 hours, but you can go overnight. It really doesn't matter. And then we'll take them out, rub them, and then get them on the smoker. So we'll see you when these things are done and marinated, and pull them out and we'll get some rub on them. Okay, these have been marinating for about 5 hours now, so they've got a little bit of color in there, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get these rubbed. So what I do is I just pull them out, and for the rub, I'm gonna just use, I got this at Sam's Club, it's just Bad Byron's butt rub. Any like basic barbecue rub, whether you make one, you can look in some of my other videos for recipes, or you get one, Plowboy's Yardbird. Typically I try to stay away from stuff that's super sweet. You want it a little bit more savory, but we're just gonna kind of sprinkle this on. Another tray. And get them out. So like I just like to get a few of them out at a time. And put some in a tray. And then we'll just kind of, you want to get a good, healthy amount of rub on there. So like I just have my rub tray, and then I'll just set these over into the other one. So that's pretty good. Alright, just slap those in right at the next batch, and just repeat this process until we get them all rubbed. And then once you get them rubbed, we'll set them aside. Now a couple things, you can let them sit in the fridge. Some people will let them sit, kind of dry out a little bit before they throw on the smoker. Doesn't really matter. These are going to go right on. So I'm going to get these all rubbed, and then we'll get them thrown onto the smoker. Okay, these are all rubbed. They're ready to go on the smoker. Like I said, you can kind of just let them sit for a little bit. They'll dry out just a tad. I'm just waiting for the smoker to get the temperature. We're going to cook these pretty low for the first hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. So they're going to go on. I've got my Traeger set to 180, and that's just going to give it some smoke without cooking them too much. They're going to go on for about an hour and a half, and then we're going to crank that heat up just as hot as that thing will go. We'll turn it on to max and finish these off, and I'll give them a good, nice, crispy brown outside and get these things cooked. So we'll get ready to put these things on smoker. All right, we just got the wings on. So let's see, took up the entire rack. One thing that's kind of important in this, especially if you got a Traeger, change that foil out so you've got a clean drip pan, because when we crank this heat up to high, it's going to smoke a lot. If you've got a lot of old dirty grease on there, it can change the flavor. But anyway, those are going. They're going to smoke for about an hour and a half. I've got it set to 180. It's at 150 right now. Climb back up, and we'll check on them in just a little bit. All right, these have been going for about an hour and 45 minutes. You can see I moved some of them around, and they were on the edges, and we are going to crank up the heat. They kind of just turned dry a little bit on the outside, meaning they got some smoke, and they're good to go. Now we're going to crank these up to get it finished off. So let's turn the dial up all the way, and we'll let this thing go. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes since I cranked the heat up. Now, stirred these a couple times, just shift them around, but they're done. So you can see it's nice golden brown, dark amber color to them, and they're ready to go. So we're gonna pull these off, let them sit for just a minute, and then they'll be ready to eat. All right, we just pulled about half of those off in the tray. I've got my official taste testers here, Lily and Jocelyn. And go ahead and grab you a wing.
Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. All right.
That's good.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you like it?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Yeah, you like it? We're gonna get some ranch dressing to dip it in?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Smoked wings. You wanna try one, Chef?
I'll
try one.
Make it.
What's hot?
Your kids will love it.